The first day I met Jason, I would never have imagined that years later, I would look back at our intertwined paths with a sense of forgiveness and understanding. It was the beginning of 7th grade, and I was a bundle of nerves and excitement, ready to embrace the new school year. But Jason, with his mischievous grin and daunting presence, quickly turned my anticipation into dread. Hello everyone, I am Zorro, and today, I'm gonna tell you a story. He made my life a living hell. It began with seemingly harmless teasing, but it soon escalated into relentless bullying. He had a peculiar fixation with my eyebrows, of all things. Every day, he would mock their shape, their size, turning something so trivial into a source of immense insecurity for me. But it didn't stop there. He was charismatic in a twisted way, managing to turn almost every boy in our class against me. Whispers, laughter, pointed fingers. I became the unwilling center of negative attention. One particularly hard day, Jason approached me with an unusual proposition. He begged me to buy him pizza, promising in return a week of respite from his bullying. Desperate for any form of relief, I agreed. I watched him devour the pizza I had bought, and true to his word, he didn't bully me for the entire week. That week was like a breath of fresh air, a brief escape from the constant anxiety that had become my daily companion. Encouraged by this temporary peace, I began to regularly negotiate with Jason. Every Friday, I would ask him what he wanted for the next week, in exchange for his silence and kindness. His requests varied. Sometimes it was 2 bags of hot fries, other times milk from the cafeteria. Once he asked for colored pencils for art class. It was a strange and sad arrangement, but it gave me a semblance of control over a situation where I had felt utterly powerless. Our school had a strict uniform dress code, $25 for a shirt and $15 for pants. On the first day of 8th grade, Jason showed up in regular clothes. It was a blatant disregard for the rules, and he was sent to the main office to wait for his parents. That day, my aunt, who often dropped off my lunch, was at the school. She noticed Jason sitting there upset and on the verge of tears. Curious and ever compassionate, she approached him and inquired about his situation. Jason, in a rare moment of vulnerability, shared his story. His parents couldn't afford the school uniform and had decided it was best to avoid the confrontation altogether. My aunt, moved by his predicament, didn't hesitate. She bought him a uniform hoodie, a couple of tees, and a long-sleeve shirt. Jason was hesitant at first, but gratitude eventually overtook his reluctance, and he accepted the clothes with a shy thank you. Years have passed since those tumultuous school days. As I sit here, my mind wanders back to Jason. Where did life take him after the struggles of his youth? Did he find peace? Did he manage to escape the shadows that seemed to follow him in those hallways? Jason, much to my surprise, now runs a non-profit organization dedicated to providing books to children. It's a noble cause, and it warms my heart to see the transformation in him. From the bully who made my days miserable to a man who's making a positive difference in the world. It's a remarkable change. I often reflect on our childhood interactions and realize that behind his tough exterior, Jason was struggling with his own demons. His actions, though hurtful, were a cry for help in a situation he felt powerless in. My aunt's act of kindness was a turning point for him, a beacon of hope in a life that had offered him little. Today, I find it in my heart to forgive Jason. I understand that the hardships he faced shaped his behavior, and I'm proud of the person he has become. His story is a testament to the power of kindness and the capacity for change. It serves as a reminder that sometimes the people who hurt us the most are the ones fighting the hardest battles. and a little compassion can go a long way in healing old wounds. The ocean waves crashed against the shore, each one whispering a secret that had been hidden from me for years. It was in that moment, holding a photograph of my dad, a man I thought I knew, that my world turned upside down. 2 years had passed since my dad left this world, but it felt like just yesterday. I was staying with my grandparents on my dad's side, seeking solace in the memories and stories they held of him. My current living situation was born out of necessity. My mom had found a new partner who didn't quite understand my place in the family. Despite my love for her, I couldn't live under the same roof where I felt like an outsider, especially with my brother being the favorite one. So here I was, spending my summer with my grandparents, hoping to find a piece of my dad in the stories they told and the memories they shared. Today had been particularly heartrending. My grandma, a woman with a heart as vast as the ocean, had taken upon herself the task of preserving our family's history through photo albums. She had one for each of us. It was while flipping through my dad's album that I stumbled upon a truth that would change everything I thought I knew about him. The photos traced my dad's journey from a mischievous child to a rebellious teenager, and then to a young adult brimming with life. But amidst these familiar snapshots was one that stood out starkly. It showed my dad in his 20s, swimming in the ocean, a skill I thought he never possessed. You see, I have a condition causing spasms in my arms and legs, making swimming an impossibility for me. My dad, during our family beach trips, had always stayed by my side, claiming he shared my fear of the water. It was our special bond, finding joy on the shore, while the rest of the family played in the waves. Perplexed, I asked my grandma about the photo. Her response left me speechless. "Of course he could swim," she said. "Didn't you know your dad was not the kind of person to not know how to swim?" The truth hit me like a tidal wave. My dad, the marathon runner, the sports enthusiast, had crafted an elaborate tale, pretending to fear the water, just so I wouldn't feel left behind or different because of my condition. He had sacrificed his own enjoyment for my comfort, a selfless act of love that I had never known. Lying in bed that night, the day's revelations replaying in my mind, I whispered a thank you into the darkness. In that quiet moment, I felt a warmth envelop me, a sense of my dad's presence, reassuring me that his love would always be a part of me, guiding me through life's tides. What you have just watched is just the surface. There's more to the story than meets the eye. The story is full of Easter eggs and hidden meanings. Let us know in the comments if you've noticed any of them. Also, follow me on Instagram, where I reveal all the secrets hidden in the stories and post trailers for upcoming ones. If you like this story, show some love with a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.